All right, moving on, the Bahamas is stuck in a financial pickle, much of it because of the whims of climate change, bureaucracy and fossil fuel industry. And this is what the Prime Minister of Bahamas has said, who adds that he is tired of promises of help but little action. Like many other countries in the global south, Bahamas has a lot of debt from warming, connected weather disasters, which its leaders say they did little to cause. In 2019, Hurricane Dorian, the strongest storm to hit Bahamas on record, caused $3.4 billion in damage. By comparison to the country's annual revenue, that is only $2.8 billion to $2.9 billion a year. So just 4 days wiped out more than a year's worth of revenue. The country is now in debt by about $10 billion.
The Bahamas, which is an ocean state, spread over 100,000 square miles. We have 700 islands and keys, but the landmass is less than 3 meters above sea levels. We are standing on ground that is quickly disappearing.
Its leaders are seeking more help, more money from the global north and oil companies themselves. Climate finance is about the annual $2.4 trillion needed for developing nations dealing with climate change and shifting to a greener economy. And that is a key issue this week at the United Nations and in November in international climate negotiations in Azerbaijan. But when Bahamas tries to get financial aid from already established funds, the country is told it's too well off.
More than 50% of my national debt, it could be directly attributed to recovery and rebuilding after a hurricane. Not the least to highlight that how that takes away from any development plans that we may have. And the other social responsibilities as a government we have to our people.
Now, according to figures from the Global Carbon Project, the Bahamas produces less heat trapping carbon dioxide in 1 year than the United States does in 4 hours. One of the biggest sticking points in international climate finance negotiation is not just how much is paid, but who pays it. Rich nations say that the need is so big that all the money can't be granted from developed nations and must include investments from private industry, including the banking sector.
If the global north and the world yield to our cries, we might be able to reverse sea level rises. We may be able to reverse the consequences of the crisis of climate change. And if that happens, then we'll all be safe.